CashFlowMapper allows you to import bank, debtors and creditors data directly from selected accounting software packages for use in creating plans. The idea is to append the data to a plan with your regular transactions so you can instantly get a feel for short-term cash flow. We'll see an example shortly. We recommend using a rolling plan. See the video on rolling plans for an overview of how these work. We also recommend that you set up debtors and creditors groups to make reporting easier. See the video on grouping transactions for how to set these up. Before you start, please read the introduction section to the Accounting Software Links Manual. This outlines what you need to set up and understand in order for you to get the most out of this feature. It also explains how taxes are reported as well. On screen is an example of how to best use this feature. This plan has regular known transactions set up, so we've made a copy of it to work with and we've rolled it. We then select Import from API and then select Xero. If you're not already logged into Xero, a Xero login screen will appear and you'll log in as normal. If you have more than one database under your account, a drop-down list of all the Xero databases you have will appear. Select one and click the Allow Access button. If you decide at any point you don't want to proceed, just hit the back arrow to get taken back to CFM. Select one of the import options. I've selected both bank and debtors and creditors data. For all the bank accounts you want to import, check the box the left hand side of the bank account and the balances are totaled here for import. The remarks section details transactions that are overdue per Xero, as well as transactions which won't be imported but have tax components that will be. After clicking on import, you're taken back to list view and the list of transactions in the age payables and receivables appear. You can also see the imported bank balance. The transactions are imported and grouped under debtors and creditors, as you can see here. They're flagged overdue, where they're overdue in Xero, and also if there are any unallocated credit notes, they're flagged as unallocated. These are cues for you to edit the transactions, given that these transactions have a start date, that is a payment or receipt date, the start date of the plan, and that may need to be edited. The tax on any unpaid portion of a transaction is grouped along with the tax on regular transactions in this section down here. If the tax return dates need to be changed on your imported transactions, you'll need to edit the transaction itself. The tax items group here contains tax on fully paid transactions that will be remitted during the life of the plan. The transactions themselves aren't imported. The start date defaults to the next tax remittance period, which you can edit if necessary. Similarly, the tax items return group contains tax on the paid portion of partially paid transactions. Again, the start dates default to the next tax remittance period. Edit if you need to. Refer to the first section of the Accounting Software Links Manual, as well as the main manual for explanations of how tax is reported both online and in exported reports.